Hey everyone, this is Robert with Pretty Thai Specialty Sauces and Spices. Welcome to our backyard. Today we're going to be cooking our Pad Thai using our Pretty Thai Pad Thai sauce as well as our Pretty Thai Thai chili powder. The ingredients for this dish, we're using boneless chicken thigh. You can use any protein you want, shrimp, chicken, tofu, as well as some nice shallots, fresh lime, eggs, medium rice noodles, Chinese chive, and we have our bean sprout here, and we'll finish it off with a nice little bit of fresh cilantro, coriander, as well as some nice roasted peanuts. So, if you're ready, like I am, let's get cooking. Very crucial first step is soaking the rice noodles. Do not boil the noodles. If the package says so, do not boil the noodles. You simply need to soak the noodles in lukewarm water for approximately an hour and a half. So you're gonna notice the noodles are actually gonna have a nice little cushion on the side. That's when you know they're ready to be cooked with. So once you've soaked them properly, you just take them, and I have a nice little chinois here, colander, and you're just gonna strain the noodles out. You wanna get the noodles out, you wanna let them sit a little bit, and you wanna let that nice and soak. Drain that out there, and then I'm just gonna put this back right in that container, and I'm gonna let it sit and just kind of soak more of that moisture out. The more moisture out, the better you're gonna get the noodles to soak up all the sauce. Now that we've got that going, the noodles are ready to go. Magic of television. I've got some ready for you right here. We're gonna first show you how to actually season the wok. You're gonna wanna add some oil, and you're gonna get some of that excess out of the wok before you cook with it so it's clean. I've got this really awesome 100,000 BTU burner I just got off of Amazon. Really great, really high heat. You can do a lot of cool stuff out here in your backyard. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this a little bit seasoned. I got my wok spat right here, I'll set that down. I'm gonna get some oil. We're just using canola oil, vegetable oil. I wouldn't recommend using an olive oil, you're gonna waste that. It's got too low of a burn point. Take my towel, because I'm a wuss. This is really hot, but I also like to use this to rub this around. You're getting that heat, moving it around and getting some of that excess off right there, right? There's some good flavor there, but you also wanna get some of that excess off. So you're just doing the same thing, do that a couple times. Get that heat going. And then once you get from there, you're ready to start cooking. And then the best part is, it's gonna be really hot already for you because you want really high heat when you're cooking Thai food, Pad Thai. It's almost like you're on the edge. You're living on the edge the entire time. So get that going. Probably gonna turn the heat down a little bit. There we go. So we got that, you got a good smoke going on that. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add our boneless chicken thighs in there. So you can brine these if you want. We're just cooking these bad boys up. You hear that sizzle? You know you're doing it right. Get a few ounces in there. Now I'm gonna let these sit. Be patient. Pad Thai is all about crazy intense, but also patience. You'll notice this part of the process as well as the noodles when you're soaking up all the flavor from our Pad Thai sauce. Really crucial to just be patient. Let things cook, let things caramelize. Caramelization is flavor. So that's what we do here. While being mindful not to burn things as well. Oh, look at that. Got a nice color on this. Just gonna move these around a little bit. See, I like to cut these up a little bit and start going. It's gonna help the cook process, but it's also more easily consumed this way too. You like it smaller bites. And these are about, halfway cooked right now. The next step, I'll do a little more oil in that pan. And I'm gonna throw in this egg. Crucial. The egg is really crucial to this step. You practice this right here, boom, money shot. So the egg helps bind things together. If you don't use the egg, your noodles are gonna stick really bad to the pan. You can throw a ton of oil in there, but why do you wanna throw a ton of oil in there when you can just cook clean? So that's what we like to do at Pretty Thai. We like to cook a lot cleaner using fresh, clean ingredients. All of our products are certified non-GMO, gluten-free. Another thing you also don't do, we're not scrambling this egg. We're cooking this egg over hard. You really wanna see the color contrast, the texture from the whites, get a little crunch on that. When it's in the final dish, it's gonna look really beautiful on your plate. So this is pretty good. I'll just flip this. Now while that's doing that, I'm gonna be adding these shallots in. Shallots are money. You wanna get a quick little sear on these shallots. Beautiful. Kind of work it around a little bit. Get it going. This is the base for the dish. Getting a little caramelization on this. The egg looks really nice. So now we're ready for the noodles. So this is the most crucial part of the entire dish. You soaked the noodles properly, now you have to cook them properly. Put the noodles in, you want to immediately get one portion right there, one ring of oil. Not too much. You hear that sizzle, you're ready to go. You're pushing the noodles around in the pan, you're working it with this. You're not pushing through all the way. You're not cutting the noodles. You want the noodles to stay whole and intact the entire time while you are doing this. So again, working them around, you're looking to try to get these noodles translucent. They're gonna start sticking together. That's when you know they're ready to take on the sauce. So again, our pad thai sauce is extremely authentic. The ingredients we use, the reason why it's not thick and goopy is because you need the sauce to be thinner. That's going to allow it to soak up into the noodles. If it was a thick, goopy sauce, like 99.9% of the sauces are out there, it will just coat the noodles like a pasta sauce. And that's no bueno, guys. It's not gonna give you the best product. So here we go. These noodles are actually really great. They're starting to stick because it's really high heat. I'm getting the sauce in. I wanna work fast with this. So I'm gonna go in there with just a few ounces. All you're trying to do, guys, is just get this, halfway up. You're trying to caramelize the sauce in the noodles. Get a nice caramelization on here. You start seeing these big bubbles come up here. It's starting to get au sec, which is a term we learned in culinary school, where it's almost gone, right around the edges there. This is when these are actually really ready for these bean sprouts. So I'm gonna take these bean sprouts. I make a room right here in this little pocket, and I'm gonna toss these right in there. Put those away, and then I'm going to put this, and I'm gonna fold this right over top. I'm gonna cook these bean sprouts really quick. Now this happens really quick, guys. Chinese chives, amazing. You can find these. You can substitute green onion. You can try leek. Not gonna be the same thing. You really want that really like earthy flavor with the Chinese chives. They are phenomenal. And now you're moving it. Again, I'm gonna get some more sauce in here in a second because you can hear it. It's starting to get angry. It wants more moisture. So we're gonna add a little more for it. We're gonna give it to it. There we go. You hear that's happy. That's a happy sound. So we're gonna go in there and get a little more moisture, guys. And now this is a fun spot right here. This is where I get to add my Pretty Thai chili powder. So there's no spice in the pad thai sauce, but this is the heat. People on the food truck all the time, they wanted to add sriracha to this. No bueno. Didn't have the Muay Thai sauce yet, but still, I'm not gonna ruin our dish with sriracha. It's gonna add all that extra flavor. This spice is perfect for everything. It's gonna blend, it's gonna work its way into the dish, it's gonna pull the flavors all together, really balance everything out really harmoniously, and it's gonna add a really nice earthy heat. And then I'm just gonna do this really here. I like to add a fresh pop of lime in there, get it down there, go in there really good. Boom. This looks phenomenal. You can really see the caramelization. Look at the yellow from the yolk on those eggs. You see the whites in there. It's beautiful contrast of color. Food's supposed to be enjoyed. It's supposed to be beautiful looking. You eat with your eyes first, then you eat with your nose, then you eat with your mouth. This dish is phenomenal. This dish is amazing. This dish is ready to go. So I'm gonna actually plate this dish up. Right now I'm gonna turn the heat off, and then I'm just gonna put this right in this bowl right here. And we're just gonna plate this up. You see that sexiness going right out. Perfect. Now, one really cool thing we can do over here, I'm going to really quickly take some unsalted, dry roasted peanuts. You can roast them yourself. Look at our website, look at the recipe to do that. But really easy, really quick. Just pound these up, because we're gonna add this as a beautiful garnish on top of this pad thai. Again, guys, our pad thai is the most authentic pad thai. And if there's anybody out there who thinks they have a better pad thai than Pretty Thai, I'm always down for a challenge, guys. I don't care who it is. You come at me, bro. We'll do it. We'll throw it down. So yeah, so this is amazing. Just do a little pop of peanuts right on top. Gorgeous. And then we're gonna do a little bit of a cilantro just for a little garnish here, because it's pretty, flavorful. You wanna put it in there. Take a little lime segment, put it in there. So now that the dish is plated, please use the lime. Please use the lime. I always gotta tell people, use the lime. It is perfect. It does everything. The flavor is just magnificent, that fresh lime pop. So I didn't taste it in the wok, but I'm gonna taste it in the bowl. And it's gonna be really, really good. I can already tell. You see all that caramelization, all that color. That's flavor. Don't forget, that's flavor. Get a big noodle bite here. Pretty good. I'm struggling. It's hot, limey, tangy from the tamarind. We've got the spice from the Thai chili powder, the dried shrimp. It's really a perfect dish. I think you're really gonna love it. Check our website out for the recipe. Any questions at all, reach out to us. We'd love to talk food. So, as always, do us a flavor, guys. Cook with us.